You're listening to Reset Race. Before we start our justice claim, we know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake. Lineage go back to U.S. Southern plantations. Lineage, Jim Crow and mass incarceration. Redline and lynchings, we are old from this nation. You're not about justice if you ain't for reparations. MG the wise one, cousin mother intellectual. Samantha bringing fire, anti-black, we pressing you. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. The backbone of the country, the win, you need our energy. Go on, see.
All right, welcome back, or welcome to Reset Race, where we discuss race and we try to get you to think differently about race in America. In this case, how we deal with politics and how the language people use, and how people try to denigrate our justice claim as slave descendants here in the United States, and the progeny of American slaves here in the United States. So we have to be honest. We have to have honest conversations about how people treat us and how people talk about us. So I'm from Actify. I write over at Actify Press. You can check out my writing over there. On Twitter, I'm Reset Race on with Twitter. No, I'm sorry, Race Reset on Twitter. And I'm going to introduce you. Well, I'm going to let my illustrious panel here introduce themselves. We go ladies first in the beginning here. So Sam, talk to us.
All right, I'm gonna go quick today. So I am Samantha Angelique, channeling Papa Legba Harder on Twitter, which is at me 17 trillion. I also run We Will Not Suffer in Silence.org. I also am helping I'm helping the therapists from ADOS Lineage Therapy build the structure so we can bring healing to our community, as well as helping MG build resetrace.org. And that's about to be a whole whirlwind. And I hope that y'all ready for it, because y'all don't know shit. No disrespect, but listen, white, especially for my new white audience, I want y'all to know that I love you and nobody hates like family, but y'all don't know shit about the fight. It's 2020. Y'all still fighting for $15 an hour. I need you to get the fuck out the way. or you just need to like listen to the Negroes, like for real, because while you fighting for 15, the right Negroes. Well, those Negroes don't call themselves Negroes. How about that? Yeah. They call themselves the new blacks and BIPOC. Yeah. If any black person you hear saying BIPOC, run, because they ain't connected to the POC, ADOS black community. Yeah, if they're using BIPOC.
We're going to talk about one in a second here. Yeah,
man, see, you talk about me, MG.
My bad.
So basically, y'all fight as wealth redistribution. So how about y'all let us get reparations first, and we can all fight together for the rest of the money so we can get what we need. But if you don't give us, forget it. Color purple. Till you do right by me, everything you touch is gonna crumble. That's all. That's how we gonna start today. Love y'all.
I see.
Like I said, nobody hates like family.
All right, Mud, come on now.
And one day, can we have when we finally get some white people on? Can y'all email us? Well, can y'all email us and tell us, like, listen, if you could actually meet your extended slave family, would you want to?
Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
Because some of y'all, I know who you are. I know exactly who your descendants are. I know who your grandpappies are. Like, we family. I'm just interested. Would you ever be interested in actually meeting your extended black family? Man, that would be a good show, right? Good movie. A good like
cops on deck. All right, Mud, go ahead.
All right. They call me Mud. You can catch me on Twitter at Of Lineage. I also have a YouTube channel, Bitter Dose TV. I break down lefty arguments. I also do documentaries or short films sometimes, just to get people informed about Black politics. So yeah, that's it.
Big John, let's go, baby. Thanks, Mud.
Word up. It's me, John C. Here again, my family. Reset Race family, man. Shout out to all the ADOS across the country. Shout out to all the ADOS in New Jersey, where I'm from. Shout out to all the ADOS across the country again. And just happy to be here. I don't know why I'm here. Twitter handle is John Danny OC. Follow me when I don't care. Make sure you feel me, you look up when that resetrace.org come out. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out We Will Not Suffer in Silence, and make sure you check out Sam Lineage Therapy. And make sure you check out that Bitter Dose TV, man. That bit of those TV is no fucking joke, man. That's the reason why he really said he done lit a fire under me to make me come out here, nigga, and I just wanted to take a nap. I ain't know it was real like that. But I'm here for my family. He's about to put some lefties on the ground. My bad.
He's the one that got me. He's the one that pushed me over there to start this show, man. I've been thinking about this for a while, man. But Mud's work, I was like, damn, we got to do it now. And it'd be stupid not to bring him in. So here we are. Yeah, Bit of Those TV is all one word, by the way. All right, so
TV.
I'm sorry, John. You done? I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm done. Let's go get him.
All right. Now we're gonna move on with the show. If you don't know here, what we do is we listen to clips from luminaries on the American left, speaking politically, and just to clarify, what you may think is right or left here in this country is a little bit different, right? So there's the right wingers, which is the GOP in general, and their circles, right? What the close to them on the spectrum, libertarians and other folks over there, trying not to be a bit shorter. And in the center and more center right is the Democrats and the folks in their orbit. And then there's the rest of the country, which is most of the country actually, if you poll people based on policy other than reparations, obviously. But I think that polling is even going in our direction. We covered that on our very first show, and I'm sure we'll talk about it again in the future. We may talk about it again right now. But again, we cover folks on the left, and and in this video, I guess it's a show called Weekends. Sam, I guess is that the name of the show? You're on mute, Sam. I'm sorry.
That's Mud's clip. Let Bud tell you what it is.
Okay, Mud, where does this clip come from?
Oh, this is from Jacobin.
Jacobin? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that tells me a lot already. Jacobin.
Yeah, and it has my favorite Anna Kasparian. Just tell black kids to go learn how to speak Spanish so they can work at McDonald's. This is America. You can use an app. There's no reason why you as a poor black kid should learn how to speak Spanish in the country that you built so you can get a job at McDonald's, not a job at a corporation, not a job like making certain amount of McDonald's.
So how do you share a stage with Ann Coulter and get to her right? How do you do that?
That's gonna be
right. She anti-black.
She was so right that you had to go around the horseshoe to get to her side to find an argument. That is so crazy. She made her flip. She made it turn right wing. She's like, free market, free market. I'm like, God damn, Aaron, what the fuck?
People, it's amazing how as soon as you start talking about Negroes, people get real right wing on you. Like, I thought you was the left.
Ooh, boy, they get
okay, hold on. Let's actually do this one. We'll have to do that video a whole nother day. We'll just go in on it. Okay. So you ready? I'm gonna get this started.
All right, hold on. Let me finish. Okay, so this is apparently it's called Weekends from Jacobin, and there's three people on this panel. There's Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks, Nando Villa, I have no idea, and Professor Adolph Reed Jr. He's
WEPOC.
Go ahead, Mud.
He WEPOC.
Yeah, he's WEPOC.
No.
I've seen him on your girl show.
Who?
The one who I want to get in her ass, but I told you I'd give her a minute.
Oh, Katie?
You didn't have to say her name.
My bad.
That's why I didn't say her name.
Everybody chill. Everybody need to chill right now, man.
I said I was going to be nice to her. You going to put her on front street. They may not even cut that out.
I'm sorry.
I'm really telling Sam to chill, but I'm saying everybody chill. I'm really telling Sam, please chill.
I was being nice for you.
Yeah,
I already told you how I feel about her.
I get it.
Because I sniff anti-blackness.
Everybody. All right.
Yeah. So this panel is Anna Kasparian, Nando Villa, and Adolph Reed Jr. So Sam, let's run it down.
I want to talk about, because I think this is an important thing for the left to understand. I want to ask you about the racial wealth gap, which is a very cited statistic. It's constantly cited. I mean, that white families make something like 13 times more than black families on average. I mean, I saw Matt Bruno.
I want to stop right there. He already fucked up with where he started, right? I want y'all to catch it. He said that whites make, what did he say, like 10 or 11 times more? Like, the racial wealth gap has nothing to do with income. Income and wealth are two completely different things. Income is what you get every month from your job. Wealth what is left over once you add up all of your assets and divide what you owe. That is the difference. Yes. Exactly. So already starting, he's switching things. So either Nando don't know what he's talking about. That's possible. Like he just doesn't know what he's talking about. Or B, we're gonna be in for some mess because they be switching up. Because the thing about it is, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about this, so they be trying to trick things up in your head so you'll come to a certain conclusion because you're not informed, and they're disingenuous. But I'm sorry, I had to stop. Look, we're 16 seconds in. We can't get through these things for nothing.
Learning at the People's Policy Project put out a post which he talked about it. If you remove the top 10% of earners from the white cohort and you remove the top 10% of earners from the black cohort, the bottom 90% of both more or less make the same. There's still a little bit, but it's more or less the same.
No.
See, that's a lie too. Just because the charts look the same, we are sharing a different amount of wealth, right? Or should we just keep playing? But does anybody else have something to say about this?
Go ahead. You broke it down. Go ahead.
The racial wealth gap is really driven by the top 10% of earners. That's
a lie too. The racial wealth gap is not done by the top. Listen, so let's say we put y'all poor whites. Like say we go to the first percentile of y'all poor whites and put y'all poor whites up against our poorest of blacks, y'all still got more money than us. So it's not the top 10%. Like we say this all the time, for you to be in the top 5% of black people, you only have to have 350,000 hard, which means you own a house in LA or San Francisco or New York or one of these big markets. Somebody was able to actually buy something and y'all held on to it. Outside of that, that's where most of the wealth is. So what he's talking about is a lie. Like he is basically off rip from starting. He's lying. He's basically trying to say like, oh, all the money's in the top 10%. Yes, in black communities, the majority, like the top 10% of the money is in that 1 percentile. But still, like compared to y'all, when we put our Richie Rich up against y'all top percent, they still broke. Like they fall lower into y'all other groups. So this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's just kind of running his mouth. And just the fact that Adolph Reed is just sitting there, that tells me what he gonna be on. But let's go ahead and keep going.
Go
ahead. Yeah, for sure.
And like Iremy said before, if Jeff Bezos woke up with Oprah's money, he would kill himself.
In a heartbeat.
It is that big a difference. Even our very top percentile our very top earners in black and on the black side do not even touch anywhere near the top of the white side. That gap persists at every level. And we have to be honest about that. All right, go on, please. I'm sorry, Mud, John, you have anything else on that?
Nah, you just said it.
Not bad, bro.
One of the key statistics that reinforces what you're talking about of how identities paper over class differences.
Oh yeah, I think that's absolutely correct. And I mean, it's also worth noting Robert Manduka found that that the key to explaining the racial wealth gap is the racial income gap. Right?
That's a fucking lie. That's not the reason why we don't have wealth. There's a lot of Negroes who make good job money, but if they lose their job, that shit's a fucking wrap. They have a bunch of fucking student loan debt. They be paying off their homes. Like, how do y'all watch this shit? Y'all be watching
lying, get his ass, man. Get him the fuck out of here.
So y'all gave up MSNBC for this lying bullshit? Like, he just said that. He stands by that? He stands by that the wealth gap is created by the income gap? Really? So he just thinks if we give niggas a bunch of good paying jobs, that's just gonna close the wealth gap? As if these motherfuckers don't have generation. Listen. If y'all don't get the fuck out my face with this fucking $15 an hour. Listen, I live in LA. I stopped working for $15 an hour like 3 or 4 years. You can't live off the $15 an hour in LA. Y'all got me fucked up. You be living in a house with like 5 people and like, come on. No, this
5 people and a million roaches. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, in the hood, dodging bullets. Like, y'all, man, please. This is some bullshit. Okay, yo. Okay, I'm
Mud,
sorry.
what you
I'm
got?
sorry.
Mud, what
Stop
you
bullshit. We all with you. We all with you, sis. We all
Anybody
with
got
you,
any
sis.
legible feelings? Because I'm in a mood.
Nah, let them go. Let them go. We
All
gonna
right,
get
Mud,
them.
what you got, Mud?
I haven't got anything yet. Let someone else.
Okay.
John, you got anything?
Nah, man, real shit. I just want to keep going, man. So cousin Muddy, I can go cook them. I don't even want to cook
Okay.
Tales of the Crypt. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with iced tea with no cocoa. Iced tea with no cocoa. Tales of the Crypt. I don't even want no parts of him right now. I'm taking a nap. I ain't
You
saying
said
nothing the rest of
ice
this
cube
episode.
with no
I'm muting my shit.
cocoa. Oh damn
Ice
it! I
cube with
accidentally
no
moved the
cocoa.
thing. I was
Oh,
trying
Looking
to.
sad.
oh,
Just
okay.
looking sad. Just
Where
saying
was
bullshit.
I don't even
Oh my
remember where I
God.
was. Y'all got me lost. I forgot where I was. What were we like a minute in? A minute 6? We might have went back a little bit. I'm gonna play it.
That the key to explaining the racial wealth gap is the racial income. It has other implications, right? And in fact, the reason that the income gap hasn't changed much over the last half century is that although blacks income has increased across the board right over that period, it's intensifying pattern of income inequality.
Yeah.
Mud, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
I
Mud.
mean, this is the fucking game. It's the scam. Like they just use our shit and then like try to like push through socialism. Like it's all like they can't be real about any of this fucking shit. Like what the, like it doesn't even make any motherfucking sense what he's talking about. Like the income gap is way smaller than the wealth gap. So even if the income gap, like like it like you're not even touching the surface of the wealth gap, right?
And let's keep
Especially
going.
especially since motherfuckers live check to check anyways. Like all right, so like I mean, you're not going to be able to build up that wealth. And for the most part, like white people didn't build up their wealth that way. They built it up because the government set them up with houses.
Handouts.
You know?
Those
So,
government
like,
handouts.
do that for us. Like that's the answer.
Yeah, well, not with houses because they undermine our real estate value.
Oh yeah, of course. But
like the government
John, you
needs
got
to
anything?
do some
I'm
type
sorry,
of
Mud.
wealth.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying like the government needs to do some type of wealth redistribution program.
Absolutely.
after
John?
reparations.
Well, I'm saying for reparations. That's what I mean, like to us specifically.
Now, cousin Mud talking about reparations. He basically saying give niggas their money.
Yeah, that's a deadly. I don't care
like,
how
give us
you
our
pay
fucking
it.
bread.
To be honest, I don't even need you to do wealth redistribution for that. You can literally just print our money from the federal treasury. Just give me my money. That's easy. You can open up us all an account, send us a bank card, and let's rock. They playing games. It's that easy.
It's literally that simple. It is literally that simple. Congress has to appropriate the money and tell the Fed to get the print. That's all they got to do.
And all they have to do is say make bank accounts and all these names, and then they put the money in it, and literally they could send you a card, and you could go and spend your money. Like
absolutely.
Yeah, they're playing games out here. All right, let's get back to. I like that you call him a Crypt Keeper. That's a pretty good nickname.
Overall, right?
Tells of the Crypt.
That has kept that has kept the overall racial the overall racial income gap pretty much stagnant, right?
So okay, sorry y'all. How do we go from talking about this? I thought this was supposed to be about the racial wealth. So this is how they confuse people. I want y'all to hear this. So this is how people get confused, because what American Descendants of Slavery are talking about, what Sandy Darity is talking about, is closing the lineage wealth gap. I'm gonna call it the lineage wealth gap, not the racial wealth. We want to get American Descendants of Slavery to have comparable wealth with white folk. That's what we want. We want our reparations. That's what we want.
Because ours was stolen.
because our inheritance was stolen. That has nothing to do with income. That has nothing to do with income. If you want to create an affirmative action program just for ADOS so we can get better jobs, and then let's even talk about this, right? So how many people that have those good jobs that are making over six figures got a bunch of family members who are broke? So that 100,000 that they make a year after taxes was that 60. How much of that 60 is being eaten up by other family members, not including their own household that they're taking care of? How many times if they had to send somebody $200 or $500 here and there, or $100 a month or $200 a month just to keep them afloat? So even our people who have those higher incomes, they still come from poor people. So they're still paying out extra money to help their family. So they don't even get to like build the way that they want to, because the little bit of extra they have goes to their people.
It's a fact. And we also have to be, I'm sorry, Sam, you done?
No, I was going to say if there was anybody else that has something to say.
Yeah, just real quick point before I go into the rest of the panel. We have to remember that the person that we deal with in this space, the top person in the space of stratification economics, which studies the wealth gap and economic status in the United States. The top person in that field is Dr. Sandy Darity from Duke University. Right, he is an economist. Professor.
Yeah, what the hell is Adolph? What the hell is Adolph Reed?
Adolph Reed is.
I know he's not an economist, right? Exactly. So what the fuck is he talking about? Like he's an economist?
Yeah,
like Mud said, he got a degree in political science. So his things is politics, like. But for some reason,
so I should just go out here and just start talking about economics since I ain't got no degree either. Okay, cool. So I can just be an economic enthusiast and just start talking, making up shit about white people as well too. I'm gonna get on this.
Matt Brune did it. I mean, Matt Brune did it. So Matt Brune did it.
But this is one of the things.
Matt Brune did all the research. Like, yo,
John, let's let MG talk. Go ahead, MG.
Let him go.
I'm sorry. This is one of the things that the left does. They very carefully curate the black people that they lift up. I used to be one of those people. I'm here to tell you. They very carefully curate these people so they have a quote unquote black friend to tell all you Negroes what's supposed to be going on and what's really going on with black wealth, right? So I used to be a fan of Adolph Reed, honestly, right? Until my eyes started opening up. I mean, but that was even prior to Yvette and Tone, right? Because I have been writing about race and economics since I got in writing here in 2015, writing on politics 2015. I'm not lying. You go to progressivearmy.com, you can see for yourself, right? Look under Michael Graham, you can see for yourself. I've been writing about race and economics for a long time now, right? Not saying not as long as Dr. Darity or anything like that, or as accurately, because again, I was listening to people like Adolph Reed. I was doing the best I could with what I had, but I was pretty goddamn accurate, if you don't mind me saying. So go to progressivearmy.com and read some of the stuff I wrote on race and economics. So with that said, the point of that is that Professor Reed is out of his realm. And the reason they choose him to speak to this instead of going to an economist, because Dr. Reed is going to tell them what they want to hear.
Yeah, he's out of his depth.
Bottom line. So again, that's what I mean by curating the black voices in on the left space. They curate them very carefully, and they're running out of black people to talk to, right? Because when I was in that space, there were several black people who were willing to speak like this about economics, because we didn't know any better. We were doing the best we could, right? Unfortunately, I didn't know about Dr. Darity and his work, right? So Dr. Reed is one of the last Negroes standing. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Mud, you got anything on this?
Yeah. I've watched enough of this nigga to know that he is being disingenuous. I don't believe for a second that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He is purposely trying to confuse people.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, he's conflating two different arguments.
Yeah, and it's not even just that. I know what he does. Like when he knows he's not doing something that's fucked up, he can get straight to the point. But when he's on some bullshit, he starts this rambling shit and he starts going all different places. You don't even know what the fuck he's talking about by the time
tap dance.
Yeah, so it's like I know the game. Like he's throwing a bunch of words at you, and then he'll dig deep in his like you know, his bag of like, you know, archaic, you know, SAT words that nobody fucking knows, you know, and pull those motherfuckers
He pulled
out.
Michael Eric Dyson.
Yeah, he pull out some
Getting
fucking
jiggy
words,
with
like,
it. With my diggy with it. He knows some bullshit.
to try to confuse you, and like that's his whole fucking game. Like it's like it's not like he's just like misinformed. It's not that he's being naive. Like this is really a con game.
He knows his role in all this.
Yeah.
The role he's chosen for himself, to be clear. All right. Anybody else got anything else before we anybody have anything else before we move on? I gotta stop. I gotta tell my tongue before I start talking. Nobody got anything else? All right, good. So we're gonna
I think we just ready. Yeah, I think we're ready to continue to roast. But yeah,
we're not even halfway through a 3-minute video.
Because he's not even impressive. Like, this is the guy that y'all are raising up. Like, well, they said that if we do wealth redistribution, it'll take care of ADOS that way. Okay, so this is what I need to hear from you, white people. What is the wealth redistribution plan that closes the wealth gap? Because we know that getting a college degree doesn't close the wealth gap. We already know that. That's already been done. So that's not going to help us. You paying off our student loan doesn't help that either, because only 20% of Negroes have an associate's degree or better. Okay? So let's not get into the bachelors and the masters, and it gets real slim. Okay, really so that little that woman that they drug out there, and I feel like that was under Bernie shit, but I'm not sure. But that woman who had that $200 and something fucking $1,000 in student loans, that is a fucking unicorn. Most Negroes couldn't even get their hands on that much loan money. There's a few people out here that was able to do it, but the majority, she is not. She is living a white woman middle class. She's dealing with some white woman middle class shit. So when they be like, fixing student loan debt is a racial justice issue for it's an elite racial justice issue. And mind you, this is a person who has $55,000 in student loans. So I'm actively arguing against you motherfuckers, because I know that even though it helps me, who is a top 5% Black, so again, this is an elite Black people problem. And I'm not even elite, but you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
This shit don't help most people. So what are y'all talking about? So what else have they brought up that's supposed to like close the wealth gap? Forgiving student loans, free college, free healthcare. I already have free healthcare because I'm poor. So what else we got? So, and how does free healthcare put money in my pocket? How does free college put money in my pocket?
Married.
Owning a house, like all of these things. No, not even like, but that's not shit so this is my thing, right? If y'all keep talking about, well, if we do wealth redistribution, we can just fix it anyways. Okay, so how are we going to go about doing this? And if we do wealth redistribution, are we really going to do wealth redistribution? Are you going to go through and fill up those poor Black pockets and those poor white pockets? Because all the stuff that y'all talk about, y'all keep saying programs. You don't just say just straight wealth redistribution. We're going to shuffle all the money up. We're going to take all the money, we're going to put it in the pot, and we're going to hand it back out where it's more egalitarian. That's not what y'all are saying.
But on the real, that's what they won't. They refuse to say, right? A lot of them,
because that's not,
especially the communists and the Marxists. Their plan is to collect everybody's money and
run off with it,
and everybody gets a piece of that pot. But nobody's going to go for that. Nobody's going to go for that, so they don't say it, right?
Got you.
The problem is that if we get fixed, it undermines their project.
Yeah,
right.
So
because we're the root of inequality in the country. If we get fixed, their project dies in the cradle. I just want to add that in there. Go ahead.
Okay. So, no, just for me, I'm just like, I don't understand why our stuff has to be mutually exclusive. Like, I don't understand why we can't get reparations and y'all can't do wealth redistribution. But like you said, and the thing is, like, most of us here know about MMT. You don't have to rob any rich white people of their money to give everybody the money that we need. The only reason that you would do that would be to break their power. Yeah, and then even when you talk about wealth redistribution, like, we're not talking about your dad who owns like a $2 million home. Like, we talking about the people who got the real money. Like, some of y'all think that y'all are richer than you are. Like, especially for you white people, like, y'all got real class. We don't have class. So some of y'all think that, oh, when they say eat the rich, they're talking about me. No, we're not. You're not even nowhere near being rich enough for what we talking about. Like, do you own senators? Then maybe we're not talking about you right now. When's the last time you paid $100,000 for a fucking dinner to go and see Hillary Clinton? Then maybe we're not talking about you. I'm just saying. Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead,
Or are
Mud.
we
Go
supposed
ahead,
to be
brother.
playing this shit? Go ahead.
Mud, you got anything?
No, it's John's turn.
No, John, go ahead.
Oh my fucking! You know what? I was going to mute myself. I said, man, listen,
We ain't
man.
gonna let you
I'm not
do
gonna lie. So you got what you? I mean, like what Sam called him, the crypt keeper. I ain't lying, the crypt keeper.
The crypt keeper. Mm-hmm.
The crypt, he really the crypt keeper for real. Like this motherfucker is one of the fucking reasons why black politics is in the fucking grave. He really the crypt keeper. Like, I do know that I see this motherfucker anytime it's time for some black issues, like when reparations get hot, real shit, like you start pressing them and real talk. I know what I'm gonna keep. Rest in peace to the dead, Michael Brooks, man. God bless his soul. I felt like he was felt like I was left leaning. I felt like he was one of the voices on the left because they pushed to get reparations. But on Twitter, I didn't know he was sick. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I just go at all them lefties on Twitter. I feel like anti. I was just going at him. I was just going at his ass on some reparations. Like, yo, Mike Brooks, what's up with you, man? Reparations. He kept talking about some truth and he like, yo, man, the Mandela way. I'm like, no.
Michael, quote unquote, had some black friends, quote unquote.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna speak ill on the dead. I'm not that type of person. But at the end of the day,
Black
like
friends like Doja Cat? Because, you know, a lot of times when people be like, I got black friends, you go and look at them, they some straight coons. Go ahead.
Might be. But my whole thing is that motherfucking Mike Brooks was saying shit like this about reparations. Like, we really need a truth and reconciliation, like South Africa, like Nelson Mandela. And I was like, man,
that shit didn't work.
That shit ain't work.
They still fight
like,
they still want their money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, like white people in South Africa got a real crazy, white people in South Africa still live by the beaches and mansions and shit like that. You feel me? Like, so I'm looking at Mike Brooks,
they
like,
have all the good
what you talking about?
They have all the good land.
So I started pressing them. Then I would see these segments when when this guy, the crypt keeper would come on. Guys like that, they would always let it call Adolph Reed Jr. on this bitch for some reason. Sam Cedar, TYT. It's a reason why they love calling this. When shit get real about black economic issues, call Adolph Reed. They really shut motherfuckers up.
Call an economist.
Yo, they're not exactly.
Like, how do we allow them to
do
this?
They call economists. They don't call Matt Brunei. They feel me? They don't call Matt Brunei, which is the economist. He did his work, but he's using his work for evil. Like, that shit is for anti-black evil. That shit is so blatant. It's on our face. Like, yo, bro, you did all this work. You know it's a wealth gap. You know where the fucking wealth gap comes from. You know what it needs to close it, but you can't close it because poor white people gonna be mad. See, they got back to where the lefties, they got back all the way to your argument. So at the end of the day, so you bring on Adolph the Crypt people Reed on here to be like, yo, you know what, yo, in 1945, yo, it was one labor union that kind of, it was two black people in that shit. Like, he bring up some old wild aberration shit like, yo, I know where it was at. It was 1945, PA. It was in a factory. It was a Negro and it was a mulatto classified as mixed. It was a Negro and it was 88. It was 88 Irish people. They fought for policy. Like, yeah, but it was 800 Negroes outside. No. It was two Negroes in that labor union in 1955, and y'all was getting beat the fuck up to try and get a job. But they was calling us the scabs. They was looking at us like we was the Mexicans, undercutting labor, because they ain't let us join the labor union. And it's different than Mexicans because we've been here. It's not like we came here to get work. We looking for work, trying to flee in the country, and then we trying to join the union. Like, nigga, if we join the union, now we got to deal with race problems now. We don't need that. I came from Poland. I just want my money. I don't want to deal with you being a Negro. So this shit. All right, I'm done. I don't want to talk no more. I'm done. I said that.
I feel you.
Saying that, man.
And I think really quickly, one of the things that everybody needs to do, every lefty in the sound of my voice, every time they bring on Adolph Reed to talk about economics or Matt Brunick, tell them to talk to the top scholar in this space, who is Dr. Sandy Darity at Darity on Twitter.
Get Kristen Muller with her too. Get Kristen Muller. Get his wife with her too.
Kristen Muller is a historian, to be clear. Yeah, and if you want a historian, it's either Gerald Horn or Kirsten Mullen. And if you want to talk about, you want somebody, a black person to talk about political science, sure, bring him up. Bring Dr. Reed on. Let him handle it.
Yeah, but stop having people who aren't economists talking about economics. Why don't you just bring me on?
Don't bring Dr. Reed on for shit.
Yeah.
Don't bring him on for
nothing. Don't bring Dr. Reed on for
Fuck.
shit. All right.
No
bring him
politics.
on for shit. Like, don't bring him on for nothing.
What you
Fuck
say,
that. Bud said it.
All the way around. Fuck him.
Mhm.
And if you want more on Adolph Reed, go to Bit of Those.
Wealth and income at the top, at the very top. And there are a handful of black people close to the very top, and a lot more than there were. And this is maybe the more important fact, probably four.
I know we can keep going through that, but he said there's black people that are close to the very top of who? Not Asians or white people. Like, okay, so they're just lying.
Or
like, this is all
African people,
lies.
right? Even other black groups, we're not even on top of that. You know what
Nigerians,
I mean?
yeah, Nigerians have like 88,000, but I don't really like bringing them up because they still don't have enough. Like, let's talk about the people who got the real money, and that's the Asian. That's the Japanese Asians, the Chinese Asians, and the Indian Asians. They got the majority of the money. Filipinos got a little bit of money too. When you start talking about poor Asians, you're talking about like the Vietnamese and Koreans.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but they playing games.
Even if you break it down, and like if he was just talking about like individuals, like he's talking about like the rich black celebrities or whatever amongst black people, there's nobody up there fucking with the Forbes list of like white people that are making billions upon billions of billions of dollars in this fucking country. So like there's no comparison. There is no handful of black motherfuckers that are in that group.
More or more, rich black people basically than there were in 1968. But the thing is, this is the thing for me, right? I've been trying to figure out because even the most cursory and casual observation as you walk around the streets shows that.
Is he about to say because you see clean Negroes on the street, black people have money?
Yeah, let him ride. I don't know what he gonna say. I didn't do my homework.
He basically saying this. He basically doing.
Go ahead.
Black Americans have increased significantly over the last.
So we know that's bullshit because when you pull up remember that thing from the news clip where it shows that like black home ownership is lower than it was in the 60s. We have higher incarceration rates and we have higher unemployment rates. We are not doing better than we were doing. He is lying.
We are
he's
civil rights numbers. Absolutely.
My goodness. This is terrible.
Now with the raising hate crimes, we're at pre-civil rights levels in everything.
Yeah, this is terrible. What the
50 years, right? So what's the point in apart from a certain kind of emotional satisfaction? What's the point in insisting that that's not true, right? In insisting that that Black American status in the society is what it was under Jim Crow, or what it was under slavery. Right.
It is worse than it was in after emancipation. Like we are not doing well. This is all lies. And this is why I will have white people be like, 75% of black people are in the middle class because of stupid Negroes like this. Y'all got y'all, what should I be calling him? He's shucking and jiving and what did it call? Stepping fetching. That's what I'm calling. He's stepping fetching.
Hey, yo, I know why Mud. Hey, Mud, I know why you made 8 videos of this. Yo, I knew he was a problem, but no, Mud, I knew you was watching this nigga like, yo, he gotta go, and now I'm like, yo,
hey, we need a versus battle. We need him and Darity in the ring.
Oh no, that ain't a versus battle. I don't even want that. Ain't gonna kill this motherfucker. Like,
remember how he ran off from where he was supposed to, where they wanted to do debate instead, and then he didn't want to do it. Like, nah, he pussy. He gonna run off. He ain't got time for that. No, they didn't run him off. They told him that they wanted to do a debate, and he didn't want to do a debate. He wanted to do a lecture. He wanted to come in, drop some bullshit, and go. And they were like, no, you got to defend your bullshit. He's like, I don't want to do that.
Man, I would
That's
love
not
to
what
get
I
that.
was
Daddy would
prepared
show his
for.
ass up, bro.
And
Watch
then,
Darity
but then the
drop
no, but then the
elbow on him. The
narrative that
people's
they
elbow on his
pushed.
ass.
No,
Yeah,
but then the narrative that
that
they
would
pushed.
destroy this
Hold on,
nigga.
hold on 1 second, John. Hold on, John. The
I
narrative that
got
they
you.
pushed was that they disinvited him, but that's not what happened. He
Yeah.
decided he didn't want to do it. Am I wrong, Mud?
Nah, that's exactly what happened.
Damn.
I watch Bitter Dose. God damn it, y'all should too.
Bitter Dose TV is the shit, boy. I tell y'all, I better get Bitter Dose TV. Bitter Dose TV, all one word.
I want to talk about, because I think this is an important thing for the left to understand. I want to ask you about the racial wealth gap, which is a very cited statistic. It's constantly cited. I mean, the white families make something like 13 times more than black families on average. I mean, I saw Matt Bruning at the People's Policy Project put out a post which he talked about it. If you remove the top 10% of earners from the white cohort and you remove the top 10% of earners from the black cohort, the bottom 90% of both more or less make the same. There's still a little bit, but it's more or less the same. That the racial wealth gap is really driven by the top 10% of earners. And it strikes me as like maybe one of the key statistics that reinforces what you're talking about of how identities paper over class differences.
Oh yeah, I think that's absolutely correct. And I mean, it's also worth noting Robert Manduka found that the key to explaining the racial wealth gap is the racial income gap. Right. So I mean that has other implications, right? And in fact, the reason that the income gap hasn't changed much over the last half century is that I mean, although blacks' income has increased across the board right over that period, it's the intensifying pattern of income inequality overall, right? That has kept that has kept the overall racial the overall racial income gap pretty much stagnant, right? So that the concentration of wealth and income at the top, right, at the very top, and there are a handful of black people close to the very top, and a lot more than there were. And this is maybe the more important fact: probably 4 times more or more, rich black people basically than there were in 1968. But the thing is, I mean, this is the thing for me, right? I've been trying to figure out. Because even the most cursory and casual observation as you walk around the streets shows that Black America or class and income differentiation among Black Americans have increased significantly over the last 50 years, right? So what's the point in apart from a certain kind of emotional satisfaction, what's the point in insisting that that's not true, right? In insisting that that Black American status in the society is what it was under Jim Crow, or what it was under slavery, right?
All right, so that was Adolph Reed and Nando Pando, whatever the dude's name was, and Anna Kasparian with her wild self, and we'll get on.
And she
her
didn't even say shit, right? She was just sitting there.
Sitting
That
there
little
looking
section.
silly as always.
She's like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, I know it's right. Yeah.
I want to talk
Yeah,
about
I hate the
genocide of my
niggers
people,
too.
but
Wait,
everybody else on this side can suck. All right.
She's like, Adolf.
Get them, Adolph. You tell those Negroes. So
I tried to tell them that they should just learn how to speak Spanish.
So overall, Adolph Reed is honest. Adolph Reed is a smart man. I'm not gonna say he's not smart, but he is out of his depth here. And as Mud said, he's lying to stay in good graces with these folks. Well, I don't know the motivations of him lying, but he's lying because this could be easily dispelled if he talked to an expert. He could probably walk across the street from his office, and talk to somebody who knows economics. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. So he's here spewing bullshit. He really is. So I'm gonna go across the panel and get some final thoughts from everybody. And we'll start off with Mud. This is your dude. You've been cooking him for months. Go ahead, Mud.
Because Uncle Reed for like 2 years. Good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know you guys were saying earlier, avoid this motherfucker for economics, but avoid him for politics, avoid him for everything.
Can't even be the water boy, bro.
I swear to fucking God, I have never heard so much bullshit from a motherfucking academic in my life.
And
the shit don't even be making sense. That's
no,
the
not at all.
It make no sense, huh? It make no fucking sense, bro.
Not at all. All right, John, what you got?
Mud. I ain't want to finish it. I'm agreeing with you, man. This shit I see why you be cooking Uncle Reed for so long. He out of control, bro. For real, now I get it now. Like I didn't get it because I ain't watched an Uncle Reed video in years. Like so, this 5-minute clip was like, yo, this is why Mud was attacking this. I'm like, yo, bro, Benedict's TV got 8 videos on Adolph Reed Jr. And I'm like, he bring it up. I'm like, damn, he really a problem. So I feel like you was doing the work for me and shit. Like I was being lazy. Now watching this shit, I'm like, oh my Lord. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm happy you got it.
You weren't being lazy. You were right. Stop listening.
Mud.
Yeah, he was on point. That dude. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mud, you got something else to say about this, man?
Come on, Mud. I know it's Adolph Reed. We know you got something else to say.
You gotta give it. You got to give it to him for those folks that ain't seen that Adolph Reed video yet. Go ahead, give him that smoke. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, like, look, it's like he is Thomas Sowell for left wing motherfuckers. He is a bullshit artist that is just there to be the token nigga. I mean, token Negro to like tap dance for them and push whatever goofy arguments, that
the left curates Negro just like the right does. Absolutely, go ahead.
Like that's all he's there to do. Like, and like the thing is that leftists act like they're above doing this type of shit, but they got a bunch of these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and you can see a lot of them featured on Bitter Dose TV. So
Real talk.
Real talk. I got my old boss on there on the video. I'm like, oh shit. So all right. So and I'm sure we will get to him eventually too. So I think we're in a good space. We're good. I'm John Mud. You guys done? We get to Sam.
Yeah, I'm
give
done.
it to Sam. I said everything I got to say about Uncle Reed, and I'm done. Give it to Sam.
I'm gonna be pretty much short on the Crypt Keeper too because I wasn't impressed. Like I don't watch him like that. And the way white people be like, but Adolph Reed says that if we just do wealth redistribution, we can fix everybody. And black people look nice when you see them walking around in the street. Well, Adolph Reed, could it be that you happen to live in a nice community? So every black person you see is gonna look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause where I live, every black person I see don't look like they dress nice and they doing well. I see a lot of black people in poverty. I live in the hood. So
but even when we're in poverty, we do our best to look good. You know what I mean? Well, I don't try as hard, but even when we
I see some people who ain't got enough money to try to look good. Okay,
for sure. I'm just saying in
they
general.
clean. That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
wash that ass.
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So for him to be like, oh well, if you look around, like black people are doing better. Like this is everything he said. Y'all can look up. So Google Schmoogle, right? What we get wrong about closing the racial wealth gap by Sandy Darity or William Darity or Dr. William Darity. Any iteration, it will pop up for you.
Yep, it'll pop up. Right.
So until you read that and memorize it, shut up and don't talk to me, because everything that y'all be talking about be in those things for when y'all be coming up with ideas. So again, everybody, when they say wealth redistribution, okay, but if y'all would say wealth redistribution, we gonna make sure that we reshuffle the money, I'm here for it. But I don't hear that. I hear like programs, and he just talked about how we got to work on fixing the income gap. I don't need you to fix the income gap, because if I lose my job, I'm broke again. I need you to fix the fucking wealth gap. That's why fucking white people who are unemployed have more money than working black people. That is wealth. That is not income. There's a difference.
Yep. Yeah, and that's
it.
and
That's all I
wealth
gotta
is
say on that
wealth is
shit. This dude's
in
stupid.
this country, well, all over the world, the source
I don't even like
of
ad hominem attacks outside of calling him a crypt keeper, but I'm so irritated. Like, I'm so
Hey,
mad. I'm so mad they
Yo,
trotted
that
this
nigga,
fool out like Weekend at Bernie's too and propped him up to sit here and say
for
some
real,
bullshit.
you look half
If y'all
dead.
stop putting a
Word
battery
up.
in these motherfuckers' back, let me tell
mhm.
you.
Oh my lord,
And
I'm
that's
done.
real. That's real. People need to understand that what Sam is saying is real. You need to stop listening. The left in general. I'm basically telling you, white folks, stop giving these folks a job because they make you feel good.
Yeah.
Right? Stop listening to them because they can port to what you think the world is, the way you want to think the world is, because it hurts our arguments. Right? If what he's saying doesn't fit the data, you can Google this shit. Right? And a lot of it is in my articles. Again, there'll be links in the article when we do an article on this
And
show.
Sandy has written so many
Yeah,
fucking
Sandy. Look up Sandy
reports.
Dare. Read anything by
He's
Sandy
written
Dare.
so many reports. Like
Over and
if you
over
want to
again.
sit down and like read some shit, I'm sorry, forgive me, MG, because I'm about to jump in on you.
Okay,
But this is so like, again, it just gets to my frustration of the fact, like, y'all talk about Republicans and how they're sheep and how they live in a bubble and they have alternative facts. Do y'all understand that when y'all start having reparations conversations with us, y'all are what y'all talk about them being? Because y'all have alternative facts. Everything Adolph Reed said was a lie. And it was just, if you go and actually do the research, like how you're talking about the wealth gap, then you switch to the income gap, then you start talking about Black people look good. When I go down the street, you see Black people look nice. Most white people who live around Black, you know how much money it costs to live around white people? White people, I want y'all to understand, it is expensive as fuck to try to live around y'all. It is so expensive. So when you see a Black person who lives around you, they are in like the top of Black people unless you live in the hood. But if you live in a nice neighborhood that you find safe, that you're comfortable in, and you see a Black person, trust and believe they are doing everything they possibly can to afford to be there to live near you.
Absolutely.
So we need to stop playing these games like, oh, well, the Black people I see, come to the fucking hood. I live in Watts. Come drive around my hood. Come drive around wherever the fuck you are. Go. You know where the fuck the hood is. It's the place that you refuse to fucking go. Get your ass in the car in the daytime. Don't go at night. I ain't trying to get nobody fucked up. Get your ass in the car in the daytime and drive around and really look. Like, go
Don't hurt nobody.
if there's a downtown, if there's a downtown where you're at, drive all up and around downtown. Start seeing how many homeless people you see. Drive to the hood. Start driving around. See all the poverty. See all the degradation. Okay, but y'all don't see this shit in your nice ass areas. And I know this because my ass used to drive Amazon. I'd be all up through your shit. Y'all be jogging with your husbands, with your babies, and I'd be so angry at y'all. Y'all know how much I be angry because I'm just like. And they be young, like in their 20s with their husbands and their babies. And I'm like, do you know how hard we have to work and we don't get to have none of this shit? We don't get to have nothing. And y'all just get it given to you. And then you tell us, well, you know, Black people, that means Black people would like have more money than like 60% of whites. But he's not telling you that 60% of those white people have bread. Like the first 60% of white people, that's trillions of dollars being split up. Like they're playing games with the numbers. And I understand that it's hard because if you don't sit and look over these numbers over and over and over again, and if you're not a numbers person, which is hilarious because I am not like I can do statistics. Statistics works for me. It just clicks in my head. I understand it. But you get into other stuff, I'm like, oh. So, but you have to stop listening to people who don't know the numbers. If people are talking to you about stuff and they're not showing you numbers, you might need to reevaluate it. Or if they're not telling you where you can go look at those numbers. That's another thing. Adolph Reed didn't bring up any numbers except where he said the income gap was 10 to 12 times, which income gap and wealth gap have nothing to do with each other. That's the only numbers that I heard in this whole conversation. So he was just playing, again, this is a con. And white people, I really need y'all to understand this because I see that you guys are starting to wake up to some of the other shit. So y'all got to wake up to this leftist bullshit too. Even these fucking progressives that you think, because if you guys think that Black people are going to let you run off with the bag and we're going to sit here and just take crumbs, we're not going to do it. Again, like I said, we will trap you in this fucking burning house and we will all burn down in this motherfucker together. And we good with that because our lives have always sucked. fuck. We actually enjoy watching you guys being miserable. I hate to say it, but it's called Schadenfreude. It's a thing. like literally, like, maybe not the whole time, but every now and again for a good like 8 seconds, I feel good to see you struggling because I'm like, now you understand. Just saying. I said 8 seconds. I don't dwell on it all day, but just for a few minutes, I smile a little bit.
Yeah. And it was Black Lives motherfucker, boy.
I'm telling you, man.
That shit a
Like
motherfucker.
shit. Like y'all don't even understand like how hard it is. And like the thing about it, a lot of you guys are just starting to understand. Like you're seeing these food lines and all this other shit. Like this is new to a lot of people, but this has been ADOS life for people for a long time, and y'all didn't care. We've been crying for help. We've been crying for you to rescue us, and y'all don't give a fuck. And now that you're going through some shit, you're crying and begging for help, and the government's telling you to go fuck yourself too. Again, welcome to being a Negro in America. Enjoy all that blackness. They just spreading all this blackness around like it's a paintbrush. It's just slapping black on everybody. Like, oh, you thought you was better? Nope, you a Negro now. Here's some face paint.
We all love it.
Let's get back to your roots. Let's get back to which one? Yeah, let's get back to your roots. Get your Judy Garland on.
For real.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, y'all.
You need help.
Oh shit.
It's your fault.
All right. Anybody else got anything else before we close this thing out?
Nah, we good.
I just want to say this though, like, for someone who is buying into the like his argument, like you got to really think about what they think. Like, so he's saying that we're doing better than segregation and slavery, like that. that's the
benchmark.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's the best we should expect, bud. Like we let you niggas be free and we let you niggas live next to us. What the fuck else do you want? God damn. You want money now too? You greedy nigga.
Oh my Jesus. Hey, yo.
To your point, Mud, that's an important point, because the way race works in this country, white folks who even if they feel a little something, all they need is a small excuse to turn away. It doesn't have to be the truth. It doesn't have to be backed by data. All they need is the slightest excuse to say, okay, these niggas are full of shit. And they will walk away and forget all about that and go back into their world. That's how racism functions in the United States. That's simply how it functions. We are quote unquote a lesser people. We are what we are because we cause ourselves to be here, and white people should not be concerned with that. That's why policy forces us to live apart. That's why policy forces us to be on the bottom, because they don't want us to think about each other, right? The state of America right now, we have to think about white people because that's how we have to survive. We can't survive if we don't think about white folks' feelings and their spaces, right? So if that is literally, I'm not, for the white folks to understand, I'm not talking figuratively, right? I'm talking George Floyd, right? You make white folks uncomfortable, you may die, right? So this is a reality. So and remember, well, police brutality and being killed by vigilantes and crazy people like Ahmaud Arbery, so on and so forth. You've seen it over and over again, and it's still happening no matter who's president, right? So let's get real about that. This is still going to go on no matter who is president, unless we have power, and that's what this is all about. We need power to get people up office, right? Because we don't have any wealth, we're crippled politically as well, right? All we have left is our vote and our citizenship. That's all we have left. And they're trying to every cycle they try to dilute our vote even more, and they're trying to keep us from getting. And that's part of the reason why they don't want us to have wealth. Wealth is power. And
they are diluting our citizenship, but that's a different show for a different day.
Yes, we covered that on the last show we recorded. I don't know what order you're going to see this shit in, but we have to be clear about that, right? That is how things work in this country for you white folks that don't understand that, or you folks that choose not to understand it. If you listen to it, if you listen to this, you'll understand now, and I don't want to hear no shit. All right, so John, what you got? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh man, hell no, you know, that cut me off anytime. I be rambling, I be going on. I don't give a fuck. But I be going on sometimes, but sometimes like I be just wanting to say my point. I just be like, yo, man, we been real shit. Like I feel like those people been having we've been having this feeling about, you feel me, the whole country, especially if you coming from the left, like you feel like you left leaning or somewhat left leaning. You feel like you was about justice this whole time, and you get around people that so-called about justice, and then they bringing up other people issues, and then you be like, yo, we need reparations. Them niggas be like, nah.
Because they don't care about us.
Well, I mean, and you just be like, yo, wow, that shit too big of a task, man. You can't. I'm like, so fucking making a million, feel me, 10 million people a citizen right now that came over here illegally. I'm not trying to demonize immigrants and feel me. I think them concentration. I don't call
but let's talk about. But I do think. But let me throw this in here. They've been keeping our babies in cages forever, and nobody cared.
Listen, I'm gonna get to that.
Been in the prisons. Keep going, John. Keep going, baby.
I'm gonna get to that.
I got you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You know, hey, yo, listen. Since you know I love whenever the fuck you talk, man. I just want to say how I feel real fast, because the thing about it is like, ain't like we feel bad when black people see like feel me little Mexican babies in the space blanket. We like ain't like we like fuck y'all. But at the end of the day, it's something in our brain, like real shit. Like especially when you woke up, it's something in your brain. It's like, you know what? The juvenile detention center is crazy. The school to prison pipeline been like this since like 1970 something, son. Like I was telling Sam, and I had to bring out the Negro meme. Fuck it, like I ain't gonna lie, you gonna pay $5, you gonna hear the Negro meme, the Patreon meme, but I'm gonna bring it out. Feel me, like real shit. Like if Mike Tyson and DMX was some of the best entertainers and best athletes you ever seen, them young boys would be dead. You feel me, like straight up dead. Done to society. Nobody never gave a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. My mama worked in the motherfucking criminal justice system in the fucking 80s, in the early 80s, mid 80s and shit like that, when crack started kicking off and all that. That shit was nuts. It was a whole bunch of black children in them jails, man. Ain't nobody give a damn. So the thing about it is like, now you asking me, and they still in it, and I'm talking about ADOS babies. I ain't just talking about, I'm talking about ADOS straight from slavery, wherever. I don't give a fuck, they moved to the north. Tell me that if it's juvenile detention halls and detention centers and homes and all that shit filled with ADOS children since like motherfucking 1980, the late 70s. You know what I'm saying? Throwing discarded away from society. And ain't nobody shed no fucking tear about these black kids. Like, so then you see kids in the space, because I'm ADOS, like Sam say, MG say, but he won't say it, but he know that's in us. Like, you know what? We don't want no children to be wrapped up in those space blankets. We don't want no women to be physically abused and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you ain't even fixed the initial problem. And like MG, you brought it all the way full circle. Like, yo, we still being oppressed, and then you want us to feel bad about being oppressed by bringing other oppressed people over here and saying like, nigga, you should care about them more than you when you ain't even fixed us yet. Like you feel me? Like you feel me? Like that's oppression Olympics to me. Ain't no me like I went through this. Oppression Olympics is using somebody else's oppression against your own oppression to subvert your oppression. To kind of like, yo, your oppression don't really matter because they don't eat no sandwiches. You had a sandwich, but you live in a country, you've been here for 300 years where everybody been eating 5 sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody been eating 5 sandwiches. You just got to a point where you can eat one whole sandwich, but for fucking a generations, 4 or 5 generations, y'all was eating a quarter of a sandwich. We just got one sandwich. Niggas eating 6 sandwiches now. And this one dude that came over, you got one sandwich, he got one sandwich now, because he came from another country, from another caste system and everything like that. Now we supposed to just automatically discard our oppression, discard everything to fucking help this person. When you don't see that shit being reciprocated, you see him trying to get 6 sandwiches. Feel like real shit, like this motherfucker's coming up with like I want 6. Feel like real shit, like, I want 6 sandwiches. You know what I mean? Like real shit, like we see it too.
And we just trying to get the 2 we made. You know what I mean?
You know, like can we get like real shit? Can we get this? Like we literally made 3 sandwiches again. Can we get 2.5? No, I want real shit. Like so, I'm talking about like they not breaking it down into a way. They're not making these things like they trying to like real talk like using other people's oppressions against us. And this is how white supremacy is really winning. It's not. You feel me? Like it's like they not putting down you like it is. It's levels to this shit. You live in a caste system. You gotta break the caste system down, and you start from the bottom up. Feel me? From your original caste system before you bring other people from other castes that come out. You start by breaking your system down. You start from the original caste system up. You break all that down.
Exactly.
So when other people come in, now you live in a real free country. But
and let's keep it a buck, right? Like, say you're a white person who is very distraught about what's going on, what they did at the border, and them, keeping babies in cages and da 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 da. I don't want you to stop caring about the babies that are in cages at the border. Right. I want you to start caring about my Black babies that are in cages.
I want you to care just as more. You should care more about them. You should care more about them, beyond you.
To be honest, I would just no. Could you just fucking care about them as much as you care about your fucking dog? How about that?
Yes.
They don't even care about. They don't care about young Black boys as much as they care. But they, damn well, they don't
just
care
about
your dog.
Just care about a Black person as much as you care about your dog. Just do that. Shit, not even your dog. A dog on the fucking street that you see that looks hungry, god damn it. Because y'all will go out your way for a dog that ain't even fucking yours. I know you love your own dog, which I would like to be loved as much as y'all love y'all fucking dogs. But shit, maybe just a dog, random dog that you see that you like. Can you love us that much?
Random dog love.
Sam, I don't want to get too random dog love. For real, as a dog, as a homeless man dog, you like, we don't sit there. Remember Chris Rock was like, "Fuck this homeless dude." Hey, come here, donkey. Come here. If you're a homeless man dog, the only thing you hold on to, like, come here, homeless man dog. Come here, doggy. Homeless dude, like, I want a sandwich. Fuck you, homeless man. Kill yourself.
Dog is hungry.
I'm taking you home, bring you to the mansion, donkey. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's absolutely.
At the end of the day, that shit
you
is
don't
crazy.
deserve that poor owner.
You wouldn't even take it down. You like, how you not caring about the people that been in cages, been all that right here for so long, and you just making a focal point. Somebody just got here
because they've demonized us for so many years. And when they tell our stories, that Adolph Reed said, "Well, when you look at Black people," he means when you look at Black people on TV, because I know Black people and they ain't living like Adolph Reed is talking about. I know a few ones that live okay, but let me tell you, back in the day when I was moving through the circles, a lot of these actors you see on TV, they don't live in these big houses you think they live in. Some got some decent houses, but the people who live around them work regular ass jobs, and it'd be regular ass white people. They don't live around a bunch of white celebrities. They live around a bunch of regular ass white people with a job, and it's still that way now.
Yeah, but they got regular ass jobs, but they live in the neighborhoods anyway, though. That's the crazy. See, that's what we talking about. They work in a regular ass job. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, like, even though you did real talk, what my motherfucking Chris Rock was like, yo, I'm a comedian, I'm a celebrity, and my next door neighbor is a dentist. Like, real shit. Like, he was like, he not an oral surgeon. He not a motherfucking periodontist specialist. He's a dentist. He live in my community. He good like me. And I got real shit. Like, so this is the one I'm talking about. That's at the top, though. Then you look at the bottom where we see that motherfucking poor Black family with a college diploma, or any Black person with a college diploma, so a white family that has a high school education has more wealth than them. That means access. That means, now I'm not talking about that you work at Wendy's and your life sucked. You're talking about your grandma gonna pass you something down. You're talking about
you working at Wendy's till grandma die, and then you move into grandma's nice house. And you get your shit together and work like a minimum. You work a little bit better of a job, or somebody you know by then made it, and they hook you up with a job.
And you sit on well. What you got?
I'm not going. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. My bad, cuz. The show. Man, what's up, cousin?
No, I was just listening. Motherfuckers going in. Like, shit. I'm listening to the gospel,
Man, fuck that. Nah, Mo, you gotta say something, cousin. You gotta say something on this shit, cuz. Like, come on, cousin.
Shit, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I think we're gonna have to get to a point where, like, we're just gonna have to create arguments that, like, beat up every angle and, like, push through this reparation shit. Cause, like, it's like,
I'm here for it.
I mean, that's the only way it's gonna fucking work, because, like, they're setting up all these obstacles and we see the traps, but it's really, like, it's not even like they're good obstacles for what we have for them. It's just that we gotta, like, get around the brainwashing that they're doing of all these other people.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have to, and those people have responsibility not to be so susceptible to this illogical brainwash.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that takes critical thinking, and a lot of people don't have critical thinking skills. Like, to be honest, like, and that's not no disrespect, but a lot of where you learn critical thinking skills is either books or college. Most people don't read books after high school. Most people in this country don't go to college, at least not native born people. That's more of, I hate to say it, but the highest college degrees are in the foreigners, people who have come, first, second generation. So when you start getting into America, like even for white people, if you think about it, like, 47% of white people have college degrees, but there's like 240 something million white people, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot. So when you start getting into raw numbers, that's a lot of people who don't have a college degree.
Let's not talk about that college admission scandal that happened a while ago.
Oh my God. And them heifers didn't get no time.
Folks are doing the real work. I'm just gonna say that.
Hey, NG, since we had this happen, right? Listen, white people. I wanted to call y'all something else. But listen. So y'all let these two white women get away with that shit, stealing opportunities from possibly y'all kids, right? But they lock Black mothers up for putting their kids in a different elementary school than where they live, okay? So the next time y'all lock up one of these sisters for putting their kids in a better school system for 3 to 5 years, we need to burn that fucking town down, because there cannot be two justice systems. Y'all can't have fucking a justice system for Becky bitch ass from the Full House, but then the fucking woman who's busting her ass trying to send her kid to living in a car, trying to send her kid to a better school district, using her fucking daddy's address. So y'all shouldn't have did shit no way, because she could have been staying part-time with the grandpa. You feel me? So
trying to make a point.
It's not even like she put him in a random district. She put him in a district where her people were. So y'all will let those people get locked up for 3 to 5 years. Remember all them teachers that got locked up in Atlanta forever, and some of them ended up dying in fucking prison and shit. But y'all let y'all people go here and just get it right. You guys are a lawless fucking people. For as much as people talk about, for as much as y'all talk about law and order, you guys are a lawless people, because there's one rule for rich white people and there's a whole nother set of rules for Black people. Even rich Black people, very rarely, every now and again, a rich Black gets away. And that's only because, Johnny Cochran was a god. He was a god amongst men. He was a god amongst mortals. Like, but we don't get away with the same shit. Like, remember the affluenza teen? He drunk driving, killed all them kids, and then his parents, like, they fled the country. Like, we don't get to do shit like that. Like, when we fuck up, nobody cuts us any slack. People don't look at us and be like, this kid reminds me of me when I was a kid. He could have a bright future. Nope, they just like, fuck these niggas, lock them away. They're animals.
Hey Sam, you at I 110% agree with you. Rich white people got a hold over the whole country, whether race they is. I 110% agree. But I gotta bring this shit up to you, man. I gotta bring this shit up to you to let you know the privilege that white people. It don't matter, son. Listen, I'm gonna tell the real shit.
The poor whites get away with some shit too. Tell your story, John.
No. I ain't about to tell my story. I'm about to tell a story I told MG. Real shit. On Twitter, it's on the thread. You look at one of the old threads. When I said, Zac Efron and his homie went down to Skid Row and all that shit and beat up a homeless. They went to go buy some drugs. Beat up a homeless dude. Beat the shit out of some. Beat his ass. Him and the security guard. Hey, bro, they assaulted a homeless man trying to buy drugs, and guess what? The
homeless man went to jail.
No. He probably
like,
did.
He said he liked Zac. But
no,
like Zac Efron's him on that high school.
The verdict was he was like the judge was like, you know what, Zac, good dude. I think homeless dude try to fight you. It's mutual combat. He like mutual combat.
What?
You pay a fine. And something called in California, something called mutual combat. You feel me? Like this basically versus like say I fight me and a black dude, like we decided, me and another A of those brothers, like we gotta go fight 1-on-1. Let's go do it, mutual combat. We both going to jail for assault and battery. Somebody going to jail. If you get rid of him, you gonna put or we gonna pay mad fines.
Body fat. What the fuck?
Real talk.
And hey, yo, home.
Zac,
he probably had
Zac Efron and his bodyguard witnessed Skid Row about drugs and beat up a homeless dude, and the judge was like, "Yo, pay me $1,000 mutual combat, go home."
Oh, that's why he's on that show trying to rehabilitate. I heard he got a show now where he's doing all kinds of nice things for people.
When did this happen?
Real shit. 50 Cent
I
go to jail for at least 30 days for that shit.
At least
50 Cent doing like 30 days, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Even though it is a racial, and me as a regular, I'm going to jail for 5 years for fighting a homeless dude. Feel me? Like real shit. So it is a class divide, but it's still even at the top of race because motherfuckers try to act like somebody in the comments. Oh, yeah, we gonna get. Oh, know what? I ain't going. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get you because you said some wild shit talking about some. Oh, rich black people don't really deal with discrimination.
Yeah, we read the comments.
Rich white neighborhoods. Nigga, is you crazy?
You lie. You lie.
Are you crazy, bro?
Yeah, you lie.
Understand? You don't understand Adolph's life, dude. He was like, yo, rich black people don't go
because they don't have to.
They forgot that LeBron James had niggers spray painted on his fucking on his fucking house when he first went to LA. Remember that shit? We first bought that shit.
Athlete in the world.
No. They didn't forget about the reason why the Bear Summit happened. Because Henry Louis Gates, a nigga that went to Harvard and lived in one of the richest communities in Massachusetts and Boston, where the median black family is $8. He lost his keys. He trying to get in his house. The police like, yo, what you doing? They didn't beat Henry Louis. He got a cane. They didn't beat his ass and locked him up for trying to get in his own fucking house.
And he had his driver's license on him with the address.
Everything. He like, I live here. They like, yo, nigga, I don't hear that shit. You going to jail. See that? That's the racism we talking about at the upper level.
Whose joke was that? Whose joke was that? Where they were like, I'm afraid they'll walk in my house and be like, look at it. He put up pictures of himself. Was that Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle. Pictures of
but I'm saying that. So for him saying that at the top of black society, I'm not saying at the top. It is classism, and it's it's classism and it is sexism as well. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm like, but at the end of the day, like you think that you living at the black, at the top of black society, this excludes you from fucking white racism, even from a white middle class person. Be like, yo, shut up, nigga. Like, yo, you shut up. You look like real shit. You going to jail. Rich white people like real shit. You might be able to beat it. You might be now what you got is a community. We like Asians now, because Trump was talking about some fuck Muslims but Muslims don't get their head blown off for no reason when they pull over at the gas station. They just driving. And you're not getting police not beating Muslims asses, and white people don't like them niggas, bro. Arabs. I'm talking about Arabs. I ain't got no problems with Arabs. You feel me? You know, Islam is deep in
all you're saying is that we have a different struggle. The main people getting shot down and murdered in the street are black people. You don't see. We're not saying that there aren't any other groups that it happens to, but the majority of the people that you see getting shot down in the street are black.
We're not saying that. Well, what I'm saying is that you feel me? It's active hostility. We even talking about when the towers fell. Everybody hated Arabs. Arabs was not getting their head blown off for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like, because they got
I remember an Indian guy in North Alabama got body slammed. He got body slammed. And in North Alabama now, an Indian guy, who's a dark-skinned Indian dude, older guy, he got body slammed by the cops. He got put in the hospital. That cop got fired.
Yeah.
We can't even get cop fired for shooting us.
That's the guy. Like, remember when the Somalis shot that white woman from Australia? He's still in jail?
Yeah.
I remember that shit. They locked his ass up. They got him with the quickness. Like, they had him locked up within a couple of weeks. Like, they was with the swiftness on his ass. Like, they showed like, no niggas, you don't get to shoot white women ever. Like, that bitch should have had a gun. You should have got shot and bled out.
At the end of the day, though, and I ain't gonna lie, I'll just say this one thing and I'm out. I don't think y'all remember when Chinese Dr. Dude got beat up on the plane. Remember that shit? Yeah, and China was like, we better send the whole army, we better send everybody over here right now. For this random Chinese doctor was like, he ain't get up on the seat. And he got beat up. They beat him all up on the plane on the camera. Bro, the Chinese, everybody apologized, like, my bad. We ain't know about Mr. Chu. Bro, like, come on. Like, if I was Dr.
Can we say that it pays to have a home country? It pays to have a home country.
Real shit, ain't no Dr. Meng. Dr. Meng was chilling. He was like, real shit, like, not bad. It was like, you got to blow egg, man. Fuck it. You can't just do that to one of us. Like, you crazy as hell. They beat that Chinese man up. He was bloody as hell on the plane. Like, they beat up Negroes all the time. And guess what, though? The American government backed up real quick off that shit when China was like, nah, we condemn that shit. The Chinese government, the Chinese president, even that dictator president was like, yo, I don't care about his political views. I don't care about what the fuck he believes. Bro, he Chinese.
He's one of us.
You can't beat him the fuck up over there. You crazy as hell. But you could beat us the fuck up and do whatever the fuck you want to do to us, and that's just another day.
Sometimes.
And then white people, and then
I mean, you might be scared, but you know what I'm saying?
No, John. And after all of that, WEPOC will say, well, what about this other group who just got here 10 minutes ago? Why don't you care about them? And yeah, I said 10 minutes ago. Listen, if your family got here in the 1980s, think about it. Slavery was over in 1865, right? So you came 100 and something years after the end of slavery. So the shit was already built by the end of slavery. Like most of the wealth was built. Everything that was built after that, a lot of us were involved in that shit too. So you literally have been here 10 fucking minutes and you talking about, well, I deserve what you do. You just got here.
Bro.
Just got here.
You literally just got here. And don't feel bad that I'm talking about y'all who got here in the 1980s, because I talk shit about white people who got here after the 1900s too. So I didn't say that to get Arabs. You're absolutely right. And I said to get Arabs and Chinese people or anything like that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that white people was targeting them. But I'm just saying when they get targeted in America, the response is different. When they be like, yo, you better chill, they chill the fuck out. So, remember when the Asians got the slightest bit of verbal racism at the beginning of Corona? They got money for that shit. Like, they're like, we have to give them their businesses because they lost some of the, because they lost revenue because people didn't want to go to China. Y'all don't ever do nothing for black people, but these are the same people who will say that they don't ask for the government for handouts and they don't see why black people and this and that, and these are the same people who will fight against affirmative action.
But that's what we talked about before, right? They just fold into whiteness as best they can.
Well, they are white. They got white money.
Yeah. When it comes to their wealth level in society, they're as good as white or better, as your girl would say.
And somebody posted like a whole thing, like it's not that Asians worked hard and they got like their life got better. What happened is, it wasn't that. It was just that America became less racist towards whites, because when people started bringing a lot of these Asian wives home from the military in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, that's when a lot of it was a lot of that racism kind of dissipated because they were all living in these communities. So you got these white men with these Asian wives. You're not gonna be calling yo homeboy's wife some type of derogatory term. So over time, then they're having children and all of that. That's why when you go to a lot of these white communities, like Asians and white live together. At least out here they do. Like if it's an Asian, like Asians do have some of their own communities here, but a lot of times when you go in the white communities, Asians be right next to them. They all live together because they got the same wealth levels.
Yep. Absolutely.
But then they be so quick to be like, well, affirmative action is taking our spots. No, white legacy is taking your spots. Stop beating on us poor blacks. The reason why you guys aren't getting the spots that you're supposed to be getting is because Harvard still has legacy. And there's a lot of stupid idiots whose parents happen to go to Harvard and they just get to come in off the strength of the fact that their parents went before them. Those are the people who are stealing your spots, not the few Negroes that they squeeze in here every now and again.
And I wrote a little bit about this in what's the name of that article I wrote? Smearing Black Activism on Actify Press. Look at just Google smearing black activism. Smearing black activism and Actify Press. Just Google it, you'll find it. Or go to Actify Press and look for it.
I wanted to say something. So, like we were talking about how basically motherfuckers were trying to help Asian people with the start of this Corona thing. You notice how there was like no like leftists saying like What about the poor white people? There was none of that shit.
What about poor Black people? What about the poor whites? Nothing. I didn't hear nothing. It was just like, oh, Black people, why won't you support the Asians while people are being mean to them, even though they'll beat the brakes off of you in their nail shops and in the fucking beauty supplies?
Yeah, or undermine trying to bring back affirmative action in California, you know,
But
saying
what-
and in Seattle.
but
When they
with
work
that
against
shit,
us, nobody
like,
says anything.
with that shit, like when we were talking about that scandal with the women in the admissions, you ain't hear no Asians come out and say this is unfair because we don't get enough we don't
These
get
people are
college.
taking our spots.
Mhm.
It's only
None of that
Black
shit.
spots
None of
that they
that shit.
want. They just
Mhm.
want to get the Blacks out. The few Blacks that are in these schools, there's barely any Black people in these schools anyway. It's all out.
Yeah, absolutely.
They come together. They come together on basically anti-Blackness. That's what
Fucking Voltron.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like Voltron.
That's the real
Sad to the
line.
motherfucker.
True, but it's
Oh, man,
fucked up.
Voltron out this bitch. That's just sad to the motherfucker too, man. That's right.
It ain't Black. It's white and Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Word up.
Yep.
Nah, mother
The
ain't
bottom line
lying
is
though,
they
man.
want to keep us on the bottom, right? And
have you noticed that
Yeah.
Asian and Latinos have started doing like a lot of events together too? So that's the thing. Like all of y'all keep trying to throw us in coalitions, but Asians and Latinos have their own coalition. Y'all whites and the Latinos and have your own coalition. Y'all Asians and whites got your own coalition. The only people y'all don't have coalitions with is Negroes.
Not
but
real
y'all keep talking about but y'all keep talking about how we're in coalitions and not with the Coons. The Coons do not speak for the community.
See, I didn't want to use.
No, they do. No, they do. No, they do.
What would you like me to call
They got a coalition. They do. No, they got a coalition with us. They got a coalition. You know what I'm saying? It's called Doormat. It's called Doormat Coalition. They got a coalition. They got one. They got
New Blacks.
Yeah, they
come be around Black people and just try to say the people of color coalition.
Curated.
It's not called the Asian and whatever coalition, Latino. It's called motherfucking the Black and people of color coalition. That it be 30 Negroes there and 2 different people that's from a different race, and that's the people of color coalition. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Or if it's it's a whole Black meeting. The people of color coalition.
Yeah,
see that?
exactly. All Black.
You gotta stop doing that shit. You gotta stop, bro.
And we won't be talking about a single Black issue. So before y'all think that we just going in, we just making y'all don't understand what we go through as ADOS Black people. Like y'all really try to play us like we're stupid, and some of us are so educated, it's ridiculous. And y'all really, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like, you know, I understand that like we do have a generation that kind of went to sleep, but I don't know how y'all are going to deal with this new world because the millennials, this next generation, like they're not falling for the okie doke. Like they're smarter. They're not going to put up with this bullshit. So y'all better figure some shit out, cause
polling spikes in their generation, like Sam brought up in our first show. Polling for reparations spikes with millennials. It goes from like 13% to like 50%.
It goes up high.
It's going like 50. It's going like for real. But the millennials, they have the 50% with reparations.
Yeah, millennials are high
because they fuck around and listen. And I wrote about. I keep saying this, but I wrote about this. I forget where I wrote about this one though. To our credit, we raised a generation of kids who believe that everybody deserves something.
Yeah,
right?
we did.
We did. It's spoiled, as you people call millennials, and how much they don't want to work.
Entitled.
But there's a reason for that. They don't
want to work for pennies.
Yeah, they don't want to work for pennies because they value their time.
They value this is the first generation that doesn't want to be wage slaves. Who doesn't want to be I don't like wage slave. What's the word? Because I hate when people use slave because you're still getting paid. They don't want to be I don't know. I'll figure something out for that. I gotta think about that.
Held down by a wage job or impeded. They don't want their enjoying life impeded by a wage servant. Yeah, whatever. I
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll get the language around it. But to our credit, this is the generation that was raised. Yeah, there's still some racist shit that got passed on. But if I see a generation that's at 50% on reparations without a full-blown understanding
education
of reparations. ADOS did a great job of getting it into the public eye
into the
during
political sphere. Y'all
and the
white
political
people
sphere,
wasn't paying attention
at
though,
the very
because y'all
top of
still
the
don't know
political
what's going on about
sphere,
reparations.
yeah. But we're finding out, which like Sam's alluding to, we're finding out I know Twitter doesn't reflect the real world, but we're finding out on Twitter that a lot
I
of
feel
people
like
don't
it
understand
does.
what's going on, right?
Especially since I floated into white Twitter this week. You know, I'm normally in black Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're and these folks, I mean, for me, the folks that were arguing with me at the beginning of ADOS, right? The folks on the left that argued with me before I got booted, all right? The folks that argued with me, they're still frozen in that time period. They're still handing me articles that I crushed with my writing a year ago, right? They're still handing me those old
They're
articles.
behind. Yeah,
They're behind.
They're saying that shit.
Yeah,
you guys are like
still
stuck
saying,
in quicksand.
They thought we disappeared, right? People are telling me, people I know are like, I'm glad to see you back. I never went anywhere, not for long anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
we've been at it this whole time. Yeah,
we've been at
they
it this whole time.
They read that shit. It was like you trying to underbuy progressive values, and I'm real shit. Like just
what
like Ryan Knight,
progressive values.
Ryan White.
Like progressives
Man,
don't
listen,
care
man.
about people.
Yeah,
what
that's
is
right.
what are the working man policies?
Yeah, after I left, yeah, absolutely.
Man, you gotta tell. I gotta tell him something.
Me and John go way back. We was in.
Oh yeah, hey yo, I got real shit on my Google Drive. I went on my Google Drive the other day, so I had your articles and my shit from like a year and a half ago. Hella active vibe. Feel me like real shit. Dr. Darity sitting in my Google Drive was hella active vibe. I've been downloading them.
Somebody will read me. You and two
I've
other people.
been reading them. Yeah. Nah. It's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. I read them shit, nigga. I know Sam. I don't really read like that, but I ain't gonna lie, real shit. I feel me up on the best in school of people that don't read good. I ain't gonna lie, real shit. That's why. But I do read though, not good, but I read.
And I'm dyslexic. That shit's a bitch, but you do what you gotta do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
all right, family. I think we got all our final thoughts out. I think we got like our final thoughts. We can take some of that and put it in the Negro meeting.
Maybe.
Yeah. See what you can cut.
I mean, man. We did good. We cooked these motherfuckers, man. You put them on the grill.
We did.
And I'm not gonna lie, no. Before we close this down, just leave for the legal meeting or whatever.
Yeah, MG, go ahead and close it down. John, mute yourself, Negro.
Hey, yo, man,
30-minute exit.
Hey, yo, fuck Ryan Knight, man. I ain't like that shit, Ryan Knight. We gotta get you, man. Fuck that. I ain't forget. I ain't forget what you did. That's all I want to say. I ain't fucking forget, man.
The business.
All right, close
colonizer.
it out.
Yo, proud socialist is a colonizer. This.
Ooh, no. All right, that's Negro mean time. That's all right.
Deep breath.
All right.
No. But this motherfucker stay colonized. First, he took Ernie Chambers, who literally said, "What do you want me to do?" Looking at a white man saying, "It's up to you to talk to your family and your people, because you motherfuckers do this shit to me." And he talking about, "Oh, this is what Ernie Chambers was saying about imperialism." No, motherfucker, talking about you.
Ernie Chambers against the liberals. I'm like, he against the white people.
Two-party system.
Then you had the nerve to pull a Malcolm X quote talking about liberals in the Fox. Motherfucker, listen. Nobody was talking about progressives. Have y'all read a bunch of people talking about progressives when you read about Malcolm X? Have you seen progressive come up in any of those writings? I haven't seen shit about progressive. When he's talking about liberals, motherfucker, he's talking about you, proud socialist. Yo, socialist motherfucking ass, he's talking about you. You are a fucking wolf. You are a fucking colonizer. Ooh, let me stop. This is what ran off the white people from Marianne Williamson. But listen,
hey, you know what?
Listen, we will not take this kind of disrespect. We are tired of being disrespected as black people. Yes. Colonizers, use your own fucking people. Why don't y'all do your own fucking research and go and figure out who your heroes are? But you don't get to take and co-opt my shit. I ain't never seen proud socialists talk about anything that has to do with black people. You don't give a fuck about ADOS black people. So stop using our heroes to fucking use your point, or else I'm gonna start talking to the ancestors so they can really come visit you, bruh. You want to keep using them, let them come holler at you.
Yo, I swear to God, they always brag about like all the work that lefties have done in America. They have these lefty heroes that they
where are they? Yeah.
the forefront. Like they always
exactly. They got to
talk
talk about Eugene Debs and that motherfucker from like 1920.
Yeah, everything they got in black and white. Yeah.
Like, you ain't got somebody in the past 100 years.
Like Eugene Debs, FDR, nah.
What's the other one? What's the name? Nah. Joe Hill. Like all these old school, all these old school that was dealing with like the railroads.
Romney's dad. Yep.
Still, listen. I still believe that George Romney wants his son to actually do something for poor people. I don't think Mitt Romney's going to do it, but I think his father really wants him to redeem himself, because I don't think he would be happy with what his son has turned out to be.
His legacy has turned to shit. Yeah. All right. That's our episode of Reset Race. And if I got to quit messing it up. So thank you very much for checking us out. Please like, subscribe, share, and share one more time. Everybody,
we might have got too raw on this one for them.
Yeah, we might have, but it's all right. It was fun. So everybody share this 5 times. That's the task for the day, because we're gonna start giving y'all tasks, white folks, and everybody else who, if you want to support reparations, this is one way to do it, because people need to understand these arguments. So everybody share this 5 times. You can share it via email. You can tell a friend. You can send a link via text. There's all kinds of ways to share this with your friends. Even if you share it with one friend, share it with 5 times with that same friend. I don't give a shit. All right. Tweet it out and whatever you want to do with it. All right. So that's it. I'd like to tell you all from my illustrious panel, thank y'all very much. Have a great evening, morning, wherever the hell you are, and we're out.
Listening to Reset Race, you now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race, you're now tuned in to Reset Race. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Back on the grill again, we grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. Adolf need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake. Lineage go back to U.S. Southern plantations. Lineage, Jim Crow and mass incarceration. Redlining lynchings. We are old from this nation. You're not about justice if you ain't for reparations. MG the wise one. Cousin mother intellectual. Samantha bringing fire. Anti-black, we pressing you. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. The backbone of the country. To win, you need our energy. You gon' see. Listening to Reset Race. You now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race. You're now tuned in to Reset Race. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Back on the grill again. We grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. Adolf need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake.